Uganda joined Kenya and Tanzania to bid for the rights to host the 2027 Africa Cup of Nations. Speaking to the country last evening, the president spoke of the need to develop football infrastructure that up to international standard.
It is good, therefore, that the East African countries together put in a bid for AFCON, the continental football competition of 2027. Apart from Nambole and Nakivubo, we need more world-class stadiums to be built. It does not matter whether they are government or private, as long as they are in Uganda.
Seasoned football commentator Ruben Luyombo, however, says the call on private sector to engage in helping to develop sports infrastructure should come with incentives to attract them into the venture. Apparently, there are privately owned football infrastructure in the country that are under development. They include Lawrence Mulindwa St. Mary's Chitende, Joel Aita's Arua Hill Stadium, and Hamis Chigundu's Nachivubo Stadium.
What incentives are you giving the private developers? I think people will be willing to come to sports as if they were given tax waivers or something like that. What has Mr. Mulindwa got? Is building a stadium. Yes, it was a public-private partnership in developing a stadium, and the stadium is coming up. But what is he getting in return? Okay, got land. But what has Mr. Mulindwa got? So any private investor would want to come on board when there are a lot of incentives promised.
Luyombo also points out how the lack of government will to fully engage in the sector deters private developers.
Saying that he wants many stadiums, I wanted a full government commitment and say, government, we're going to put up like 10 stadiums, and then the private investors will come on board. But the commitment is not yet there. He's talking about having stadiums just with government and private investors, but it's not there. Even the stadiums that are already existing, we have like 2 stadiums in Jinja. We're not seeing any development going on. We have, we talked of Kibwa. We're so close to a house being constructed there.
The president's claim that the high-altitude training center in Teriet is now complete raises more questions than answers, according to Luyombo.
It is good that the high-altitude training center at Teriet is now finished.
We've heard of the athletes camp. We've talked about it over and over till Cheptegei came with his own, and I think it's about to be completed. And the one of government is not anywhere near complete.
Uganda is required to have 3 international standard match stadia, 5 state-of-the-art training grounds and hotels to pass the test for jointly hosting the Africa Cup of Nations finals with Kenya and Tanzania as requested. Felix Manyindo, NTV Sport.